Have you ever received negative patient feedback that left you feeling upset, frustrated, or uncertain about how to improve? Negative reviews come in so many formats, whether it's a Google review, feedback on another platform, patient feedback forms, or just feedback in person. In today's video, we are going to show you how to navigate and respond to any form of negative feedback in a constructive way. I'll walk you through my proven step-by-step method for turning criticism into a powerful tool for growth and improved patient care. My name's Jamie Spann. I'm a healthcare consultant with over 20 years of experience working with physicians and med spas. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you know anytime I post a video specifically for you. So today we're going to talk about my 5-step proven method on how to handle a bad review. It's so important to respond to both good and bad reviews. Why? Well, one reason is because Google loved it. And two, it makes you look like a real person. Remember, you aren't going to please everyone. And as you probably know, not all patients are great. In fact, I just had a doctor who received a 1-star review from a patient because he didn't give her the medication that she felt she needed. The key is how to respond to reviews like this. I will share the answer of what we did in a little bit later in the video. So step 1, acknowledge and listen to their concern. Listen actively. If you're in person, look them in the eye or take notes about what they have to say. This helps the patient feel heard, and you can ask them follow-up questions. Acknowledgement can be as simple as, "We're sorry you had a bad experience," or "Thank you for your feedback." Again, this helps the patient feel heard and listened to. Step number 2 is going to be analyze their feedback. Look for common themes. For example, see if patients are complaining about wait time or bedside manner. Maybe your staff isn't doing what they said they would do, or maybe they're not very friendly. These really are important things for you to know about your practice. Also, assess accuracy. See what they're saying and see if it's actually true. Maybe it's just a one-time thing. If you tend to see the same concern over and over again, then it's definitely something you need to look into. It might be time to redo your processes and procedures and make sure everyone's on the same page. Maybe you have a staff member who isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Here's an actionable tip. Use tools or document how often these things are being said. This is going to help you know what to focus on and see if it's improving once you try to fix it. Step number 3, respond professionally. Your timing and tone play an important role. It's super important to respond in 24 to 48 hours. This shows the patient that you care. When you respond, maintain a calm, professional tone. If you're really mad about the review that the patient left, try writing something you want to say and put it into ChatGPT. Then ask it to restate what you responded to in a professional and a HIPAA-compliant tone. Then you can tweak it from there. Also, don't be afraid to sleep on it before you respond. It really does help to take a step back and take a break from it for a little while. Now let's talk about crafting your response. First, you want to be understanding to the patient. Then you want to state how you plan to fix it, or that you're just going to look into the issue. Then you want to say you'll have an office manager or a staff member reach out to the patient to find out more information. Another option would be to say the patient's welcome to call the office and ask for and leave a specific person, then make sure you leave your office number. So a good example of something like this is going to be, "Hi Betty, we're sorry you had a bad experience. We will look into our processes and procedures for how long it takes the patient to see the physician from the time they check in. We will be having our office manager, Carla, reach out to you to discuss this further." Or in my previous example where I told you that my doctor had that 1-star review from the patient, the office manager called the patient right away to get more information. When she found out why the patient was so upset, she simply told the patient that the doctor just didn't feel it was medically necessary for her to have that much medication. She told the patient she was sorry they were upset, but that the doctor didn't think it was medically necessary for them to be given that much medication. The patient ended up taking the 1-star review down. The patient just wanted to feel heard and listened to. She also wanted to understand why the doctor did what he did. By having the office manager call the patient and explain it, it made the patient happy. Step number 4 is going to be implement your changes based on feedback. So First, we're going to turn criticism into action. If you're getting a common complaint, it's time to take action. It might be helpful to bring someone else into the picture to get a second opinion if you can't figure it out by yourself. Or if you know how to fix it, then implement the changes yourself. This could be as simple as training your staff on how to be friendlier or the importance of responding quickly. Or make sure that they are following up and doing the things that they say they're supposed to do, like call in medications or submit the referrals. It also might be time to redo your processes and procedures. Next, make sure you're communicating with your staff. Share feedback internally to foster a culture of continuous improvement. If you're able to get the patient to change their mind or take the review down, make sure you tell your staff this. It shows you guys are all working together as a team and that it's working. A really good time to share this kind of feedback would be during your monthly or quarterly meetings, or maybe in a training session. Next, do patient follow-up. If you make changes to your policies or procedures, send out an email or a message through your portal to let the patient know. This can also help make the patient want to change their review to a positive one. Remember, use complaints to improve your overall patient satisfaction and help your practice. Step number 5 is going to be turning your feedback into opportunities. You need to leverage your positive outcome. Highlight success stories to your staff, where maybe a negative feedback led to a positive outcome. Also, make sure you're posting great feedback on your social media. So if somebody has a really positive review, put that on your social media page. A side note, regarding your online presence, it's really good for your potential patients to see how you respond to both good and bad reviews, because it shows that you're listening to your patients and you're doing something about it. And that really makes a huge difference to people. I really hope these strategies help you navigate turning negative feedback into a positive tool for improving your practice. Remember, poorly handled feedback to negative responses can lead to lasting damage, loss of patient trust, tarnished reputation, and even a decline in your revenue. But by handling the bad review the right way, not only will potential patients not be scared, but they will actually call the office and schedule an appointment, because they see that you actually care about your patients. To learn how you can increase your Google score, make sure you watch this video. Google is one of the first places that patients look for when looking for your medical practice or your med spa. If you need help getting a solid online presence and good Google reviews and lots of positive patient feedback, schedule a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description. See you in the next video.